Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. It is Sunday. We got a beautiful Sunday episode for you guys. My goodness. We got a juicy thread for you guys, as well as a beautiful scenarios for you guys that you lovely people have sent in from the Patreon and beyond. So, without further ado, let's get on into today's episode. Before we do, though, I'd like to give a big, and I mean big thank you to everyone who's come out to the streams and come to hang out, all that good stuff. Has been enjoying the content, man. I appreciate everything you guys have been doing. We've been doing our thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. We've been doing our thing. And I really appreciate all of the support you guys have been showing with us doing our thing. You know what I mean? Loving all of the support out on the streams, as well as loving all the support out on the shows. We have the newest book, Lights Out, going on right now. We're streaming some of the books on Sundays. So like today or tonight, we're going to be doing a stream. We're going to be going over Phantoms. We went over and... Phantoms, what the background on that one is, it is from Haunting Adeline, Adeline's great-grandmother, Grandma Gigi. You know, we're going to get into her storyline. We already did Sibby, and... yeah, man, we just have a good time over there, man. So, you know, definitely come check out a live stream if you haven't already. Definitely get out in the Discord. Let you guys know when anything is happening in the on the channel and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, let's just get on into today's episode. We got an interesting thread. Today's interesting thread is people who've slept with a partner's or ex's sibling. How did it happen, and what was the aftermath? So did you boink your boyfriend or girlfriend's partner, or did you boink an ex's partner or sibling? Let's see what's up. A guy I worked with years ago, Thanksgiving was coming up. I asked if he had any plans yet. He said, yeah, but family holiday gatherings are always tense. I asked why. Well, I have 3 sisters, and all of them have been married to and had kids with the same man. Oh, shit. Divorced sister 1, married sister 2, divorced sister 2, married sister 3. He had 7 kids between the 3 women. Yo! So he shaboinked and had kids with all the sisters. What the fuck? So, married to all 3 sisters, 7 kids that are both half siblings and cousins to each other. He had so much craziness in his life. Yep, Thanksgiving will be tense as usual. How in the fuck did this guy patent this? Bro, what's the rubric? Literally, homeboy dated one girl. And he went all the way to marrying her. He married her. They had a kid. Everything was good. Then, you know, he happened to see the sister and was just like, God damn, kind of like what I see. And then I'm assuming he had an affair with her sister. And then they broke up, but they stayed cool, I guess, for the kid. Then he got married to the other sister. Then he saw the third sister and was just like, ooh, I kind of like that. Then had an affair again with the third sister, but then they stayed cool because of the kids. And then he ends up marrying and has kids with that girl. What the fuck, dude? How does someone pull that off? You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, that to me is absolute insanity. Like, how do you pull something like that off? How would the sisters like be cool with that? Because they had to have known. It's not like they didn't. Yo, that's some crazy shit, man. Hey, it must be good to be a Chad, man. You know what I mean? This must be good to be a Chad. Dude, I don't know. I would love to know what this guy looks like or what this guy does for. I need some information on this guy. How the hell do you bag 3 sisters? You married them all and you had kids with all of them. That's crazy, bro. All right. People who have slept with a partner or ex's sibling, how'd it go? My great aunt thought she was dying, so she confessed to her sister that her 2 nieces were actually the result of a decades-long affair with her sister's husband. Oh, 30 years of lies blown up in one breath, and then she didn't die. She stuck around for years, just chilling while the whole family simmered in nuclear fallout. Deathbed confession with no death, just vibes and generational trauma. Yo! Imagine, like, you marry a guy, and then your sister gets pregnant and you're just like, what the heck? Who'd you get pregnant by? And she's just like, oh, it was just some guy. You know what I mean? Like, we had a little thing going and then da-da-da. And you believe that story. That the dad just wasn't there the whole time. Not knowing that the dude she's talking about is your husband. Yo! Imagine. Wow. And then she over here thinks she's dying. And so she's like, oh, Stacy, I have to tell you something. Your nieces, well, the dad is your husband. Yeah, sorry. Thought I'd tell you. And then the doctor is just like, well, let me tell you something, Charlotte. You're actually looking really good. You're going to make a full recovery. And she's like, what? Oh, shit. And now everybody's just freaking the fuck out because it's like, oh, my God, these kids are not mine. Technically, they're my sisters. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. And my husband's the dad. Woo! Damn, son. That's crazy. That is some insane shit. All right, people who have slept with a partner or ex's sibling, how'd it go? Around 20 years ago, I dated a girl for 6 to 8 months. I actually enjoyed the relationship quite a bit, but it ended when it needed to end. I think we both knew it wasn't going to be a forever thing. Some time passed, and I ran into her sister. We started talking, texting, etc. for several months. During that time, I was going out a lot, dating people and so forth. We decided that we wanted to give it a shot, and I said something like, this isn't a problem for me. If it is a problem for you, I understand, and you probably need to talk to your sister. They talked. I never knew what was said, but we started dating. She and I have been dating for been together for nearly 20 years now, married for over 12 years. They are best friends. It's still not weird to me and never really was. A lot of friends made jokes and comments about comments and things back at the time, but I think it worked out well for everyone. Damn, son. That's crazy. I mean, I guess, I'm just, to me, there's no way I could do that. Yeah, I just couldn't. Like I have a younger brother, and there's no way that I could say I'm dating a girl that's like his age or something, and he's only 3 years younger than me. So say I'm dating a girl that's 3 years younger than me, and I'm dating her and this and that, blah, 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 and we decide to break up. There's no way I would be cool with him dating her just because it's like, bro, I have to see my ex all the damn time just because she's dating my sibling. Like, that to me would suck. That to me would absolutely suck. I mean, I get it. After a while, it would kind of not be that bad and it'd be all right. But I don't know, man. I don't know. To me, that would suck, dude. That would absolutely suck to me. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. That's, woo. I mean, hey, at least they're good, Samaritans about it. But, hey, I mean, I wonder if he ever, and this probably not, probably not, because they have a great relationship. But I wonder if he thinks, because think about it, he technically sees his ex all the time when it comes to like family reunions or get-togethers, or hey, I gotta go to my sister's house or whatever. I wonder if he thinks like, I wonder if I can crack, like I wonder, if she let me smash one more time. I don't know if he does, but I'm just saying, People who've slept with a partner or ex's sibling, how'd it go? My girlfriend was cheating on me with her sister's boyfriend. When I found out, I told the sister, and we hooked up. Hey, that's crazy, bro. That is some insane shit. How do these situations start? Because you would think like the moral part of you would think like, okay, I would never do something like this because for one, I'm with somebody, and then two, there's like the ramifications of like, yo, we kind of all know each other. Like the person I'm literally cheating on with is my girlfriend's sister's boyfriend. Like, bruh, like I'm cheating on, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just a YOLO fuck it. But again, how does attraction even come about in that situation? Like, have you always been attracted to that person? Did it just somehow magically be attracted to this person? I have it's so baffling to me, if I'm being real with you. It is so baffling. I've yet to just fully grasp how the conversation could start. That's crazy. People who've slept with a partner or ex-sibling, how'd it go? A guy I know moved in with his then girlfriend and her sister. Broke up with the girlfriend, slept with the sister, girlfriend caught them, and stabbed him? I don't condone the violence, but the dude has absolutely zero understanding of how his actions led to that point. Like, come on. Look, I don't want to say he had it coming because that's crazy, but it's like, bro, you knew what you were doing. You know what I mean? Like, you knew what you were doing, and you knew what you were doing was crazy. Like, again, I hope, he didn't pass away due to this event. I'm hoping he's doing good, but it's like, I get the temptation. You know what I mean? I get the temptation. You got two girls in the house. Your girl is gone. She might be looking at it like, oh, we're like family, so I'll just walk around, in my underwear or skimpy or whatever the case may be. And you as a dude, you're just kind of like, hey, some walls is some walls at the end of the day. So, so I understand. But my thing is, how would you convince the sister in it? Because I would think she would be extremely against it. Like, no, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're my sister's boyfriend. No, like, we're not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, how would you get her into being like, yeah, you know what? This is a fantastic idea. I want to do this. Like, that's the part that gets me all the time. That's insane, man. People who have slept with a partner or ex's sibling, how'd it go? I was seeing a girl, and after a month or so, she looks at me and says, I think you and my stepsister would be a great match. Then she set us up on a date, and we were together for a little over 2 years. Wow. I guess you successfully failed? Because think about it, like, you're trying to get at this girl and she's like, oh, like, I'm not into you, but my stepsister is into you, and then the stepsister is actually into you, and you get the girl. So it's like you succeeded, but you failed all at the same time. You know what I mean? A little weird. Definitely a little weird, but I guess it's a W at the end of the day. Well, obviously he's not with homegirl anymore. They only last 2 years, but I digress. It's one of those things where it's like, at least he won to some capacity, People who've slept with a partner or ex-sibling, how'd it go? Not my story, but my drinking buddy neighbors He was married with 2 kids. When his dad was dying, he started to get consoled by his wife, younger sister. They divorced. He married the little sister and had 3 more kids. Okay, so he was married with 2 kids. And then his dad was dying. He started to get consoled by his wife's younger sister. And then they divorced. So him and the wife divorced. And then he got with his wife's little sister. And then they had 3 more kids. What the fuck? So I guess he pretty much just got him some sympathy coochie pretty much, you know? And then it turned into like a full-blown marriage. That's crazy. That is insane. Like, think about it. You know, your dad dies and you're sad, and your wife is not the one to console you. Her sister is the one to console you. So you're just thinking to yourself like, dang, my wife don't give a fuck about me, but her sister does. You know what I mean? Like, my wife don't give a fuck about me, but her sister does. So hey, shit, you know, and he was probably just like, oh, I don't want to be lonely tonight, and, you know, I just need to feel the warmth of somebody. You know what I mean? Hey, homeboy was bringing on the charm, man. You know, she was just like, I got you, we're all good. Clap them cheeks. Oh man, people who've slept with a partner or ex-sibling, how'd it go? I dated a girl in college. Things didn't work out. We kept in touch. Shortly after graduating, I ran into her sister. We caught up, realized that we had a lot in common and that we could give it a shot. Didn't work out with her either, but they're easily 2 of my favorite people I've dated. 8 out of 10 would recommend. Oh, hey, yo. One of the comments said, did you try their mom? 3rd time's the charm is crazy. He said, hey, you know what I mean? If that girl didn't work out and her sister didn't work out, well, how about her mom? You know? That's some crazy shit. Hey, you know, it don't work out for everybody, you know? And I guarantee you it was a thing where he either was comparing the younger sister to the older sister, or it was a thing where it was always just far too weird. Because look, bro, there's no way for me, like I said, I could be dating a girl and then we break up and then she dates my younger brother and then I'm just cool with it. There's just no way, man. I would be so uncomfortable with some shit like that. If I'm being honest with you, so uncomfortable with some shit like that. So if I'm being honest with you, it's one of those things where it's just like, bruh, that sucks. You know, that sucks immensely. So I guess, man, Jesus. People who've slept with a partner or ex-sibling, how'd it go? My grandfather and his brother married 2 sisters before I was born. Okay, so your grandpa and his brother married 2 girls, and they were sisters. My grandmother and my great uncle died. You can guess what happened next. But when I was born, my grandmother was also my great aunt, apparently. Some were troubled by it, but they had a wonderful marriage over 3 years. So your grandpa and his brother, they married these 2 girls. And then, well, you said great uncle. Oh, yeah, no, okay, yeah. So his brother dies, and, yeah. Oh, his brother dies, and then his grandma dies. So then his great-grandpa pretty much married his brother's wife, is what happened. I mean, in that scenario, that's one of those things where it's kind of bound to happen. You know what I mean? I think that in that situation, it's bound to happen just for the simple fact that it's like, why not? I lost my wife. You lost your husband. We already know each other. We've known each other forever, pretty much. Why not? That seems like almost like an inevitable relationship, if I'm being straight with you, because you guys already get along. You guys are already cool with each other. You know what I mean? It's like it's a no fucking brainer on that one, if I'm being straight. That's why I personally wouldn't think it's weird if that was a situation in my family. I would be like, come on, guys, let's exercise some common sense here. Like, if you've known, you know what I mean, this woman for so long because that was your brother's wife, and your brother passes away, your wife passes away. I mean, it ain't no coinky dink at this point. It's more of a thing where it's like, it's kind of bound to happen, if I'm being straight with you. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I won't lie to you on that one. All right, this will be our last one for this thread. People who've slept with a partner or ex's sibling, how'd it go? I don't know if this qualifies, but it's a revenge on its own. Okay. My little sister had a boyfriend. Let's call him James. First thing he said to me when we met for a drink in a bar as a group, how does it make you feel that I'm sleeping with your sister?
Bruh.
What? He was a little prick. Never liked him. They broke up, but that stuck with me. The balls on this kid. Anyway, I started a bar job and was working with his sister. Let's call her Sarah. She had a boyfriend, but she was into me. Oh.
She belongs to the streets.
All right then. Nothing happened, but we stay in touch. Anyway, a couple of years later, she was single. I was single. And we made it very clear that it was a friends with benefits situation. Truth be told, she was very attractive, but pretty boring in bed. Anyway, guess who I bumped into and told him I had been sleeping with his sister for a month. His face was priceless, little prick. Hey, facts. Facts. You're going to be like, hey, man. Hey, what's up? How do you feel that I'm sleeping with your sister? I would have socked him in the mouth right then and there, if I'm being honest with you. And then a couple years later, he's like, hey, yo, bro, what's up? Good, long time no see, man. Hey, guess what? How does it feel to know that I'm fucking your sister? Yeah. Fucking her boring ass in the bed. Her old starfish bitch ass. That's why her boyfriend broke up with her. And I'm not giving her a relationship with her old starfish ass. Hey, your sister's trash, bro. She's absolute ass in bed. Ain't nobody want her. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Hey. Woo, man, oh man, the world is wild, and this podcast helps me get a good little eye into this crazy world that we live in, because I would have never known that people were out here actually sleeping with their partner or their ex's like siblings. That's crazy to me, because my ex-fiance had a little sister. And her little sister was a very beautiful girl. Very beautiful girl. She was so pretty, awesome, all that good stuff. Her and I were very close. We'd hang out all the time. But I saw her as a little sister, not as a potential, like, suitor. You know what I mean? Or a girl I would sleep with. I saw her as, like, a little sister. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, it was a thing where, like, I literally would, you know, get her in headlocks and like rub her head and shit, you know, like that. She was my little sister. She was not a girl that I wanted to fuck, you know. That's just how I see it anyway. Like, if I'm dating a girl, her siblings just kind of are like siblings to me, and they're not, and I get it, you know. Some people may not look at it that way, you know. They kind of just look at it like like the dude that was, living with his girlfriend's sister, and, you know, he was just like, hey, you know, it's some cheeks and some cheeks. Yeah, and I get that, but I don't know. Personally, I just couldn't do it just because I would just see them too much as a sibling. I just couldn't do it. But, hey, I don't know. You let me know down in the comments if you've ever been in that kind of situation, if I'm being straight with you, because that is a very unique and crazy situation, if I'm being honest with you. Very, very unique and crazy situation. But, you know, that's what we do over here. Yeah, I mean, that's what we do. All right, so I'm going to hop through announcements, get on through those real quick, and we'll get into the lovely scenario sent in by you beautiful people over there on Patreon, okay? So, patreon.com/My Podcast. $3 a month gets you an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenario to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday show, like these lovely people did for today, all right? If you're a bit on the fence about the Patreon, this upcoming Friday, I will have a free Patreon Day episode for you. So check it out. See if it's something you want and you like, it might be worth my 3 schmeckles. Then definitely kick your boy 3 schmeckles and get over 100 hours of content just waiting for you guys. Simmering beautiful content just waiting. It's all exclusive, never before seen over there on Patreon, all right? Audio listeners, thank you for all the support. Appreciate you guys so much. I keep seeing the downloads going up and up and up and up and up. So thank you guys so much for that support. I really do appreciate it. Keep supporting in that way. Also rating us 5 stars. It helps out so much. And guess what? All that is free. All right. All that support is free, baby. And if it's faux free, then it's faux me. And if you want to help out even more on the free 99 side, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well as TikTok. All right. And subscribe to us on the YouTubes. Okay. That would be so much appreciated. I do appreciate you guys so very much for all the support you guys have been showing because, oh man. Woo! The live streams have been kicking. Also support me over on Twitch as well as Kick. On Twitch, we are almost affiliate. I am literally just like this close. I am so close to affiliate. We've almost reached the follower goal, as well as I just need a couple more streams to average a certain amount of viewers. And I mean, we're doing the damn thing over there, So if you want to catch a live stream, definitely get in our Discord. Links down in the description. Click on there, accept the invite to the Discord. We have I have all different kinds of channels. I have game recommendation channels. We got a just chatting channel. We have the notification center, and the notification center pretty much allows you to pretty much get notified on anything that we do, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. We got it all there. So anytime I'm uploading something, you will be the first to see it. All right. And it's all in one place. So, when we go live, all that good stuff, there's links as well. So, from the notification center, you can literally click one link and it'll take you to the YouTube video. You can click one link and it'll take you to the stream. It's all there, seamless. I got it all automated for you guys. So definitely get in there. Okay. But yeah, again, definitely get on there. Support your boy on Twitch. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's scenarios, all right? So, we got our first one. Am I overreacting to how much my boyfriend and best friend text? Oh. Okay. I, 24 female, and I've been dating my boyfriend, 26 male, for about 8 months. Before we got together, we were all a part of the same friend group. Me, him, and my best friend, 24 female. So we've known each other for a while and we're always friendly. Since we started dating, I've noticed they still text a lot, like more than I expected. It's not flirty or anything from what I've seen, just memes, random chats, inside jokes, but it happens often. Sometimes more than he texts me. Oh shit. Since we started dating, I'm sorry. I brought it up once and he said they're just friends and that it's always been like that. He didn't get defensive or anything, but I still feel kind of weird about it. It's not that I think anything is going on. I trust him and I trust her, but I guess I thought the dynamic would shift a little once we started dating. It feels off when she knows things he's thinking before I do, or when I'm waiting on a reply and he's already answered her. I don't want to be dramatic or controlling, but I also don't want to ignore something that's clearly been bothering. Am I overreacting by feeling uncomfortable about how often they talk? Sadly, yes. You are overreacting in this situation. Reason being is because you guys were friends before. They've already been, before you guys were dating, they were already talking like this. You know, they were already chit-chatting like this, kekaing like this, sending the memes back and forth, laughing and all that kind of stuff. I guarantee you it was a thing where he has always been kind of closer with her than he has been with you. But he just looked at it like with her, he couldn't have that romantic side, but with you, he could. You know what I mean? So, I do think it's a different dynamic where it's like with her, you know, yeah, her and I are, you know, very close. We have a very same sense of humor, all that kind of stuff, but I can only just see her as a friend. I'm just not that attracted to her like that. But you, on the other hand, you know, we're not that close, but I have more of that attraction towards you in that way. And so that, and I get it, because you want to feel special. That's what it really comes down to. You want to feel special, and let's be honest, you're just not. Okay? You're special in the way where it's like he has romantic feelings towards you and he doesn't towards her. But when it comes to everything else, I'm sorry, sweetheart, you're just not special in that instance. You know what I mean? He looks at it like, well, you guys are both have great sense of humor. I like hanging out with both of you. You guys are both fun to talk to. You guys are both fun or easygoing. You guys are both, you know what I mean? Like, he just doesn't see you in that special light that you want to be seen in. And I think that's what upsets you more than anything, is that you're not special to him. You're like, what the fuck? I got the relationship, but I'm not special. That's why you said, oh, I thought things were going to change when we started dating, and they didn't. Because if I'm being honest with you, the only thing that you are, you know, special when it comes to him is that he finds you attractive in a romantic way, and he doesn't find her attractive in a romantic way. And so, again, it's either one of those things where you break up with him and you maybe find somebody outside of the friend group, and that way you can get that level of specialness that you're looking for, or you stay with this guy and you just understand the only thing that's special between me and her is that he finds me romantically attractive and not her. I mean, it's up to you on that one, but I'm just going to tell you the raw honesty of what is actually going on. I mean, you could sit here and try to make up 1,000,001 excuses, but the reality of it is that you are not as special to him as you think you are. And that's really what it is. It's why he texts you back, or it's why he texts her back first. You know, it's why he has like this more closer relationship with her. I guarantee you, if he could put your looks on her personality, he would. You know what I mean? If I'm being straight with you, like that's really what it comes down to. He's like, I don't think he's like cheating or anything like that. No, I'm just saying that he looks at it like, if, you know, she had my girlfriend's looks, I would just date her. You know, and so that again, it's just, you're not as special as you think you are. And so you might want to leave and maybe find a guy who will give you that special treatment that it is that you're looking for. Because with this guy, like I said, you're not going to get it. And if you're okay with just being special to him in the way of, I find you romantically attractive and not her, then do that. But it is up to you. I'm just giving you the raw dog honesty. You know what I mean? That is the raw dog honesty. All right, on to our next one. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments. Am I the asshole for refusing to tell a man that didn't hit on me that I don't want him? For refusing to tell a man that didn't hit on me that I don't want him? Okay, let's see. My partner and I, late 20s, have been together for just over 20 years now. I love this man, and we constantly talk about how we were in game for each other. Okay, you guys were in game for each other? Now we both work regular jobs. I've recently started posting regularly on TikTok and got some attention on my posts. This led to me being invited to a Netflix event so I could socialize and build connections with other creators. Because I'd always want to do something like this, I was happy about it. I got to the event and did meet people. We exchanged phone numbers and followed each other's socials. To me, this showed growth, as I've been wanting to do this for years. And it finally happened. Most of the people were big influencers. I mean, hundreds of thousands to millions of followers, while I have less than 5K. I hung out with a man and a woman I met for a bit of the time, and while the woman had a bigger following, the man and I had a similar follower count. The man and I, then spoke about how should one of us be invited to an event and not the other. If there's an option to add a +1, we'd add each other for each of our growth. Okay. It would then give us the chance to both be in these spaces and ensure our growth too. We also spoke about collaboration and doing celebrity interviews together. I thought this was a solid plan, as networking is a big part of a lot of careers. I now have him on my social media, and he knows I have a boyfriend, as he's liked posts of my boyfriend and I. I have him on WhatsApp too, so he sees everything I post about my partner, and I post my partner a lot. He's not a secret. Now, an invite came through, not to me, but to that man. He asked if I'm still interested in going, and I said yes. He added me as his guest. I then informed my boyfriend. He asked for details, then said it was fine, and I suggested outfits I could wear for this event, and the theme is my style too. I thought that was it. He asked that I text this man and tell him that this is strictly a professional relationship. I'm not interested in him romantically. I refused, as this man and I have had about 3 conversations, all centered around a collaboration. He has not expressed any romantic interest in me or even showed any signs. I'm not stupid. I know men can play a long game, but I genuinely think this man is a hustler who's trying to optimize all his opportunities in the industry. And by getting me on his events, he's setting himself to get in on my events. I have not detected any interest from this guy, and I felt it would be offensive for me to just randomly tell him I have a boyfriend, I don't want you, when he hasn't even shown me that kind of interest. I told my boyfriend that if this man tried flirting with me or hitting on me, only then would I tell him this, and I would stop doing events with him, because he clearly knows I'm in a relationship. Boyfriend insists that I tell him now, and I refuse to. Am I the asshole? Yes, because you're not respecting your partner's boundary. Like, I mean, am I missing something here? Because it seems like your partner set a boundary and you pretty much just disregarded his boundary. Like, are you not going to respect your partner's boundary? Are you not going to respect the fact that he feels already uncomfortable with the fact that you're kind of going on this, or you're going to this event with this guy in the first place? He's already feeling uncomfortable. So he looks at it like, okay, look, to ease my uncomfortness in this situation, just let him know, hey, I got a man. Remember, I got a man, and I'm doing this, that this is strictly professional, and that's it. You know what I mean? Just tell him that for me. Just do that for me, because I'm already feeling uncomfortable about this. But if you do that, it'll ease my comfort. And she says no. You see what I mean? Now let's put the shoe on the other foot, and let's say he was the kind of TikTok influencer, and some girl was adding him as the +1 to take him to an event. Don't you think she would be like, hey, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable about this. Can you, make sure to mention to that girl that, hey, this is only a professional thing and that I'm not interested. And if he would have been like, no, why? What the fuck? She hasn't shown any interest in me, so why am I going to do that for you? You see what I mean? You see how crazy that sounds? And how hurt you would be over some shit like that? Like, come on, man. Your girl is clearly setting a boundary, and you're just disregarding that boundary. Now let's throw it back over again. He is literally putting down a boundary, and you're pretty much just saying, no. I don't care about your boundary. It's like, bro, that literally tells me that you are in a situation where you're willing to put your relationship in jeopardy to further your career. That's what that tells me. You may not have said something like that, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth because your actions have done it for you. All right, let's be honest here. I ain't gonna put words in your mouth, but your actions have done it for you, because just in that action right there, it shows me that you are willing to put your relationship in jeopardy in order for, because you don't know this guy. Remember, this is a random guy you've only had 3 conversations with. I, as the boyfriend, don't know what you're going to do or what this guy is going to do. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I don't trust this dude. The fuck are you talking about? So ease my worry. Say this to him. And at least, you know, a little bit of my worry is relieved. But the fact that you're over here like, no, it's crazy to me. And again, it shows me that you're willing to sacrifice your relationship for furthering your career. And that sucks. That really sucks. That's going to be a tough one, man. Whoo, good luck on that one, my guy, because I don't see this relationship lasting any longer. I really don't. Because you have to understand that there's going to be more events. There's going to be more of these meetups and collaborations and things going on in that space. And the fact that you put a boundary down and she just disregards it, and majority of the time when you're doing this and you're putting down the boundary and stuff like that, it's gonna involve her career and her work, because she's gonna have to be around other men. She's gonna have to be going to events with these men, filming videos with these guys, doing all this stuff. And I'm not saying,
she belongs to the streets.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying she's doing shit like that. I'm just saying it's a thing where when you put down boundaries, because she's either making content with these guys or she's going to events with these guys, and you put down the boundary and she disregards that boundary, it's like, bro, this is going to keep happening over and over and over again, and that's going to be tough, man. I feel like this is the start of it right here. And it's like, if you can't like straighten that out and be like, hey, what the fuck? You don't respect my boundary? Like, what's wrong with you? If you can't straighten that out, I don't see this relationship lasting, man. I don't. I really, really don't, bro. So good luck. And yeah, man. Yeah. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments, all right? Oh, Lordy. Ugh. Can't stand when my computer's doing stuff without my consent. All right, on to our next one. Am I the asshole for telling girlfriend the cost of her everyday life is not my problem? Okay. Let's see. Girlfriend recently moved in with me, and she's now saving rent every month since I charge her $400 all included. Okay. This means she saves $1,500 in rent, insurance, water, and electricity, so upwards of $1,700 a month. Now, before she moved in, she helped pay for a all-in-one washing machine and basically a complete kitchen and bedroom redo for $9,000. Damn. To accommodate her arrival into something more modern. Now my problem is I told her to refund herself with the difference between her old rent costs and the new rent costs, which is about $1,300. Yeah, $1,300, which is about $1,300 per month. So she'd be made whole in about 7 to 8 months. Now today she hit me with, it's gonna take a while to refund myself, about $1,000 a month. I was shocked because I knew it should be $1,300. I asked her how come the difference, and she said, well, now I can't split the cost of the cat food with my mom, and I have to order food more. So she's deducting it from the $1,300 to repay herself, aka keeping $300 more per month to fund the difference. I told her no, that's just life. Yeah, that's just life. Her living expenses now have nothing to do with rent. It has nothing to do with the money you're supposed to take to refund yourself. She got pissed and went to beg. Okay. Yep, that's it. Okay. So, in this situation, it kind of seems like, why the fuck are you pocket watching her? It's not like she's asking you for money. See, this is what I thought this scenario was. I thought she moved in, she's paying the $400 rent, and then she's asking you to like pay to get her nails done and pay to get clothes and this and you know what I mean? Shit like that, like her hair done, whatever. That's what I thought this was. But the fact that she looks at it like, well, you know, I have to pay myself back $1,000 a month, you know, instead of the $1,300 because I need the $300 now so I could take care of like cat food and this and that. And you're just like, no, you can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, like, she's not asking you for money. You know what I mean? Like, she's not asking you for money. So it's not like this should even be an issue. So, yeah, I do think you're an asshole because it's like, bro, why are you all up in her pockets? She's not asking you for anything. Again, if she was asking you to like start covering shit so she could like pay herself back, like, oh, you know, I need you to get my nails done. I need you to get my hair done. I need you to pay for this. Need you to pay for that. So that way I could pay myself back since I bought the $9,000 washer and dryer and the kitchen stuff. You know what I mean? Because I could totally see her. I could totally see a girl doing that where she would feel like you would have to do these things in order to like pay me back so that way I can recoup that money. But she's not even doing that. She's just like, oh yeah, it's going to be like 7 to 8 months that I know I have to take to pay myself back. It's not going to be as much money as I expected it to be, but that's okay. So yeah, bro, I think you're the asshole in this situation just for the simple fact that, bro, she's not asking you for money. So why do you care? You know, like, why do you care? She's not asking you for money, bro. Weirdo, man. Insane. You let me know what you think about that one in the comments, because like I said, I think bro's just mad weirdo on that one. All right. The girl I'm dating told me I don't give her butterflies, but I make her feel comfortable and secure. What am I supposed to think? Uh-oh. Hiya, as the title says, I, 28 male, started dating this girl, 26 female, after a 12-year dating pause. Needed to focus on studies and career. And as we were talking, she said I don't give her butterflies and that if she gets butterflies, she considers them as a red flag. I'm not sure how to process this. Does this mean she isn't physically attracted to me? She mentions from time to time how irresponsible and a mistake her ex was, which is where this attitude over butterflies comes from, I think. Okay. I'm gonna be straight with you, bro. This is one of those, like, when a girl is like, oh, you know, you're not boyfriend material, you're husband material. And you would think like, oh, you know, that's a great thing. Like, wow, I'm husband material. Wow. But in reality, it's more of just like, she is actually saying, in this part of my life right now, I would not date a guy like you, but maybe later on in my life, if I'm still single, then yeah, I'd probably date a guy like you. You know what I mean? And that's really confusing, even just saying that. I understand. But if I'm being honest with you, this girl is kind of just back pocketing you. And the whole butterflies is a red flag thing. Stop the cap. Nah, bro. Nah. That is 1,000% cap. She's just kind of saying that so that way it doesn't seem like a bad thing. Personally, I just don't think that she has I think she just looks at it like, oh, he's a great guy, but I want to keep my options open. You know, see if something better comes. She's gambling, if I'm being honest with you. She has you, and you're kind of just, you're there. And she's like, if I don't find anything better, then I got my fall guy. I got my back pocket guy. And, you know, I'm just going to keep him in my back pocket until I'm ready, pretty much. That's what it's going to come down to. She wants to reserve the right to kind of keep you around and keep you interested, and just in case she doesn't find anything better. And if she does find something better, oh, trust me, she's going to take it. And it might be her ex. It might be another man. You don't know. But it is going to be a thing where, you'll be a placeholder boyfriend if she does date you. You know what I mean? If she does decide to bite the bullet and date you, oh, you're going to be a placeholder boyfriend. She's just going to have you until something better shows up. It's guaranteed at this point. Just the fact that, just in how she's wording everything, because trust me, I've been in that situation more times than I'd like to admit. I ain't gonna lie to you, my guy. I've been in that situation more times than I'd like to admit. There's been so many times where I thought, oh yeah, no, you know, she looks at me as like husband material. She said, I'm not boyfriend material, I'm husband material. That's a W thing, right? Yeah. And then I realized we were never gonna date. It was never going to happen. I was just a back pocket dude the whole time. She was just stringing me along, saying just enough to keep me there. You know what I mean? While simultaneously she was looking for a better guy. Like, it happens all the time, bro. It happens all the time. If I'm being honest with you, man, I'd get out of this situation. You know, find you another girl, bro. Find you another girl. And if she sits there and she's just like, oh, what the heck? I thought you liked me. Da, da, da. Yeah, well, look, you know, I look at it because you got to understand. If a girl wants to be with you, there ain't nothing, and I mean nothing, that will stop her from wanting to be with you. Doesn't matter. Don't matter. Ain't nobody could tell her anything to make her not want to date you. There is nothing on this planet Earth that will stop her from dating you. When a girl actually wants to be with a guy and she actually likes a guy, I'm telling you, there ain't nothing stopping her. The fact that she is kind of like putting up these little mental roadblocks and being like, oh, well, I mean, you're a great guy, but you just don't give me the butterflies. And, you know, but that's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. Like, you make me feel safe, you know, but like, yeah, like, you know, I can't do that. And the fact that she's talking to you about her ex and all that stuff, again, that's a bad thing too, because it's like, trust me, a girl that likes a guy, she's not going to talk about her ex to him. Like, let's be straight here. So look, man, there's just too many red flags. I mean, way too many red flags in this situation. I guarantee you, the moment you go find another girl, this girl's going to be like, oh, but, you know, I thought you liked me and I thought you wanted us to be together. And you tell her, nah, look, man, you know, you had a timeline that was just a little too long for me. And I'm not trying to wait. I'm not trying to sit here and be waiting around, man. I want somebody who wants to be with me now, not later on. Yeah, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. It's tragic. It's absolutely tragic, but yes, that is what's going on. All right, this is going to be our last scenario for today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode so far. If you've gotten this far in the episode, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Love you. Let's get right on into it. Am I the asshole? Small penis experience. All right. I have recently started dating this man, and we have refrained from sleeping with each other because we want to get to know each other. We have been doing the dating the right way and not jumping into bed together. He is a bigger man, and I have never been with a bigger guy before, so I have been feeling a bit intimidated. He mentioned being worried he would disappoint me in the bedroom, and I asked him why. He stated that it's harder for him to maneuver in the bedroom and size was not an issue, which I reassured him that it's something we could work through. So I guess he's like kind of a fatter guy. Let's be honest here. He's a fatter guy, We ended up going on a road trip, and I was feeling the timing was right to finally sleep together. Things got a little hot and heavy, and when I finally saw his penis, it was very small. I would say maybe 2 inches hard. Damn. Oh. Alright, I tried getting on top and even switching positions, but with his size and the size of his penis, I could not even feel it. He had no stamina, and when I tried giving him oral, it ended up going soft. When it went soft, it completely went inside him and disappeared. Oh. Okay.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Damn. I have never experienced this before. He was extremely embarrassed, and the drive home the next day felt super awkward. When trying to have sex, I was worshiping his body to make him feel secure. However, in the back of my mind, I was mortified and couldn't wait for it to be over. I still care about him, but sex is an important part for me in a relationship. I couldn't imagine only receiving oral and using toys with no actual penis penetration. I'm feeling really confused and torn. I feel like I need to break things off, and I don't know what to tell him why I want to break up without hurting his feelings or making him feel worse about his body than he already does. I just don't think I can get past what I felt. Please don't judge. I'm actually really sad about everything, and it's probably my fault for having expectations and initiating sex. I guess it's better to find out than to end up introducing the kids or moving in together and finding out down the road. Facts. And look, if I'm being honest with you, that's why for me, I look at it like I don't look at sex on the first date as a bad thing. I really don't. Because sexual compatibility, bro, is a huge thing. A huge thing. I look at it like if the date goes well, you guys are vibing, having a good time, a lot of fun, and everything is doing really great. I think sex on the first date, great idea. Wonderful idea, because it's one of those things where it's like you've gotten... And obviously, yes, the caveat is having the great date. Say we had the great date. Obviously the next check mark is sex. I mean, you could sit there and act like, oh yeah, we're getting to know each other. Yeah, sure. But in reality, the next check box is sex. And it's like, if I'm being honest with you, if they probably would have had sex a little sooner, then, things wouldn't be as bad. But you kind of let this relationship go on a little too long. So now he kind of feels like, oh, what the heck? But do I think he's the asshole for wanting to break up with him? No, because sexual satisfaction, it's a huge part of the relationship. It just really is. It's one of those things where, again, you are going to hurt him. And you're going to make him feel bad about himself and all that kind of stuff. But that is for him to deal with. It's not your responsibility. You have to just be truthful and be honest. And as long as you're truthful and honest, it is what it is. All of that, the way he sees himself and, his situation, all that stuff, that's for him to deal with. That's where he needs to man up and deal with that. And you need to woman up and tell him the truth and break up with him. It just is what it is, man. So, again, this one's a very easy one. I don't think you're the asshole for this, but just be honest with him. Don't sit there and lie to him. Don't sit there and be like, oh, no, you're great, though, and all this kind of stuff. It was just, just be straight honest with him. Like, look, if I'm being honest with you, like, this was great and this was fine, but I just couldn't do it anymore. The small penis, can't do it, man. I don't feel anything. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is. Just be straight up, be honest, and he's a grown man. He'll handle it. He's a grown man, and you just be honest with him, because he's going to much rather you be honest than for you to be open-ended and him have a lot of questions. You know, he's going to sit there and just be like, what the heck did I do? And, you know, what the fuck is going on with me? Man, it's got to be my body. It's got to be this and that. And he's just going to be blaming himself and he's going to get mad at himself. But if you're 100% honest with him, then he kind of looks at it like, well, at least you were honest. You know, I appreciate that. Like, I'm not sitting here, you know, pondering every day and thinking about it. You know, that's the one thing that kills it for most guys. If women were just honest on why they're breaking up with a guy, guys would be able to take breaking up so much easier. But when you just kind of sit there and you're just like, oh yeah, we're breaking up. Like, that's it. Well, why? Oh, well, you know, I don't know. I'm not happy anymore. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Just fucking be honest. You're already dumping me, so you might as well be goddamn honest with me. You know, I'm just saying. So, again, be honest with the guy, okay? Be honest with the guy. Let him know and break it off. All right, but that's going to go ahead and be today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about all the scenarios we've gone over today as well as the thread. Again, thank you guys for all the support. Patreon.com/MyTheAssholePodcast. $3 a month. Get you an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenario to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday show like these lovely people did for today. Audio listeners, keep downloading the podcast. Keep supporting us on that free 99 side, baby. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Follow us on Instagram as well as TikTok for all the short form content. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. Help me get closer to my goal of affiliate. Get down in the Discord, down in the description, and get into the notification center. Be notified whenever we upload videos, upload shorts, upload live streams, all that good stuff. You know, stay notified. Get on in there. We have a dope community in there. There's some cool people in there you could chit chat with, all that good stuff. Get in the general chat room and just start chatting it up, baby. All right. I love you guys all. I will see you on Tuesday for another beautiful episode. Love you guys all, and peace.